creating a form, we go to create. We then go to form wizard. It will pop up this little box for us. The table that I want to do it for this time is students. And so I want all of these details. So stud code down to house code. They're all the ones I'm selecting. Okay, I then hit next. On this page, really you only choose from the top two. So columnar is each student will get their own page of sorts. The other one, tabular, will show all the data at once. So for this one, we're going to go columnar. It will say, what do you want your form to be? We'll just call it students. We'll leave that again. And we hit finish. And what you'll get, it will go and have a bit of a go. And each student has their own page. Down the bottom here, we can then go through them. So if, for example, Kelly Kidney Bean changed their address, we would simply need to go to that spot there and change their address.
Is that how it gets changed?
And then we'll change it back in the table. Okay? In the big scheme of things, the user doesn't ever see your tables and they don't ever see your queries. So they just work in forms and reports for the most part. So they don't go into the table like that and change the data there. Listen, blokes, it's important. So that's the table, okay? Our users don't, so when you make the full-on database to run, they don't go into the tables and tweak the data in the table. Okay, they will do all of their work in here. So they'll sort of learn the skills of being able to go and change whatever it is, or they changed houses, or they changed the student code, or whatever it is. Okay, before we depart from there, we can edit this thing. And what we're going to do is over in the view bit, if you go to the down arrow and go where it says design view. Okay, and it will pop up like this. It's a bit like what they call a wireframe these days. So a wireframe is sort of like, this is how structurally your bits will fit together. What we can do is put a footer on there. So anyone know what a footer does? Okay, a footer sits at the bottom of the page. So if you know you've got official documents or an assignment, it might say your name and you're in geography or something. Okay, so what I can do is I drag that down and I'm going to add a button onto the thing. So buttons in Access are up the top here and they've got the little 4X on them. Okay, I'm not sure they realise that that is a type of beer in Australia. So here's my button. And again, a little wizard will pop up and we're working in a form, so we go to form operations. And what we're going to do is close the form. So what that will do is when you press it, eventually we're going to have a main menu. So we'll have a button on there that we click that opens this page, or the student's page. Okay? The way Access works is everything sits in layers. So your main menu will stay sitting there and the other one loads on top of it. So to get rid of the student's one to go back, you simply delete it or close it.
How do you get that command in?
I just did. You'll have to watch the video. Okay. We then put a bit of text in there and say close student form. And then there it is. So when we go and actually have a look at it, we've got this thing sitting in the footer. It doesn't matter how much data we have about people, this bit will scroll. Okay, so if we've got miles of them.
So how do you get it? How do you get that grid view?